This
Session.
conference will now be recorded.
Yes. Anybody is from non-IT background who is new to the IT background? Yes, you all
Um,
can unmute and you can just answer it. Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
Priya.
I'm from non-IT background.
Okay.
So I've completed my BA degree and I just wanted a career switch. So yeah, I'm from non-IT, right?
Okay, okay, cool. And anybody else, like you can just raise your hands or you can just switch in and quickly. I just want to know, like the people who are from non-IT background who are switching to automation, or I think I hope like rest are all from the IT background and you are all switching, trying to switch for the testing domain, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, yes, Sashana.
So, what am I just asking is like you are from the IT background itself? You're into manual testing and trying to switch to the automation testing. Anybody?
Hi, Rachna
Y-
and Preeti again. So right
Yes.
now I have experience around 7 years in manual testing. Currently, I'm working as a lead manual tester. But since now there is like a lot of demand for the automation testing, so that's why I'm learning automation testing, and I look
Okay.
forward for career in automation.
Okay. Awesome, Preeti. Excellent. Anybody else? Just to have a random check on the people like who is from the non-IT background or who is willing to who is willing to the switch to the automation testing. Or okay, let me just be clear once again. Yes, who is not from the testing background at all, either from manual or automation. Like you are nothing from the testing, you're new to the testing. I can just be clear. Hello.
I'm from a non-IT background.
Okay.
So I was a banker actually. Now I want to pursue my career in this automation testing. So this is totally new to me, and I just want to get into it.
Okay, awesome. Yes. Okay, cool. Let us get into the reason why yesterday we didn't switch directly to the automation. See, for any course or for the any subject for you to learn, you should be knowing some basics theoretical concepts like what is testing or why we are doing what is software testing exactly. Correct, right? In the since it was a demo session yesterday, I didn't want to switch to the direct code of the automation testing so that the people will not get to know like what if I just open some WebDriver commands and start writing the code, the people should not feel it like it is a very new thing and what is she doing and where it is coming from. Correct, right? So for any course or for the any new things you are learning, at least some of the basic things, or I can just simply say some of the theory concepts are required. So that is what I'm just trying to implement the same on the demo session. So since it is on the beginning of the session, so like the 2 3 sessions will be of the theory concepts, like what some of the basics you have to be knowing before jumping into the actual contents. Okay, so yesterday I gave a walkthrough of the content, correct, right? Like the syllabus content. Any doubt in that or any of the queries you have on that?
Ma'am, I have a question. Are we
Yes.
going to cover REST Assure also as a part of this course?
No, it is for the web automation only. We are covering the functionality testing only.
No API automation,
As I
right?
told. Yes, no, we are not covering the rest assured API automation. So since
Okay.
it is a 45 days of program, as I told yesterday, we have to cover some of the basics of core Java, and also we are covering the web automation, the Selenium, and the and also we are covering the frameworks. And also one of, I think one person asked about the GitHub. Yes, we will be using the GitHub for storing the codes, and yes, we will be using the Git repository where I'll be giving you some of the ideas of the Git and the GitHub as well. Okay, anything else, guys, from the studies
Shihab,
like? Yes.
are you covering framework from scratch?
Yes, I'm covering the frameworks from the scratch. What is TestNG? Okay. What is
Okay,
Cucumber? How do we implement the Cucumber? How do we integrate the Cucumber with the WebDriver and the Maven project? So all
okay.
this comes under the automation frameworks only. So frameworks is we just can't write the code in the Selenium. I mean, we just cannot automate. There are a lot of drawbacks in the Selenium. Okay, so I'll be explaining you about it, like why we need the framework and what is framework. How do we integrate the framework? What are the advantages? And how do we automate, and how can we generate the reports by using the framework. So all these things will be covered in the session. Okay, since in the initial days I just can't rush into the everything to jump into every concept and explain in depth, correct, right? So I just went with the basics of testing and the walkthrough of the content. Okay, so
Uh,
yes. Okay, cool.
thank
Anything else,
Uh,
guys?
I have a
Oh,
question. So
yeah,
actually, I'm having a nil knowledge in this testing actually.
correct. Okay.
Uh, do you think that I can cope up with the course and move forward with this?
Yes, exactly. You can move forward it. So that is the reason I gave you an introduction about the testing. What
Yeah.
exactly is testing and why you are what types of testing is there? What is software testing? Correct, right? At least some basic idea, not for the thorough thing, but parallelly I will be giving all. I'll be answering all the queries about the testing parallelly. So that is the reason, like many members on the point of I didn't consider the people who are already from the testing background. I considered the people from the I assume like there are a majority of the people from the non IT background who is willing to move for the testing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
that is the reason I was just explaining. So Akila, not Akila, I think Preeti is from manual testing background. She must be knowing what is testing and all those things. Okay, so but there are other people who are not sure about what exactly the software testing. Correct, right? On that basis, it was just given the walkthrough of the testing. Okay, so okay, so let us coming to the anything else, guys? Okay, cool. Okay, so first let us understand what you mean by the, like, before going to the automation testing. I'll just share my screen. Okay, okay. Is my screen visible? My paint?
Yes,
Hello.
Yeah.
The paint is visible.
not the paint.
Now, what about now? It's not visible, right?
No.
No, it's
Okay.
not visible.
Okay, just hold on. Okay. What about now?
Yeah,
Now it's
now you
Yeah.
visible.
can
I
see.
see that.
Yes, visible now.
Okay, so first let us understand before moving into the automation testing, let us understand the term. What do you mean by the automation? So, guys, what is mean by the automation? What is automation basically? Just forget about the testing part. Okay, generally, what do you mean by automation? Guys,
By
please be more
automation,
interactive.
yeah,
Yes.
sorry. So, for using some kind of tool in order to make our process quicker, faster, and to have like to do multiple tasks at once.
Okay, so to we are yes, that is exactly right. So to eliminate the human or the manual effort, correct, right? So manually, if we are functional performing any actions, so to in order to eliminate the manual testing, okay, in order to eliminate the manual effort, okay. So automation is nothing but it's the process which we can automate a manual process with the use of technology, correct, right? Or the third party tool. The aim is to eliminate or reduce the, okay, so the aim is to eliminate or reduce the manual effort. So that is what is known as an automation, okay. So as I told yesterday, testing the software means like we are writing the test cases and then we are executing them again and again whenever it is required, correct, right? So I just forgot her name. It is named as SB. Can you, I just, could you name yourself? Could you tell me your name? Okay, cool. Maybe she is not audible or something. Okay, cool. So, like as she's from the non-IT background, like every person should be knowing about the manual testing, at least some of the basics. Okay, so that is why it was given the introduction about the what is test cases and what we are performing in the test what we are doing in the manual testing, okay. Testing the software means like we are including the writing the test cases and then we are executing them over and over again, correct, right? So whenever it is required, okay. So the test execution, like it can be performed in the manually, but it takes a lot of time, so it is taking a very much time consuming. We have to read the test cases, we have to go through the steps and we have to execute them accordingly, correct, right? Since we are performing it multiple times, as I told, for every release or for every build. So for let us say like if you have a cycle, okay, cycle, like anybody can explain, like Preeti is from the background of the software testing, right? Can you explain about what do you mean by the software test life cycle, Preeti, quickly, if you are aware of it, the cycle of
Uh,
the software? Yes.
So yes, so first and foremost is like gathering the requirements, what our client actually wants.
Yes.
Then we do after gathering the requirements, we start working on it. We create actual development. So after the
Correct.
development, it goes to the testing. So once
Okay.
the product is tested, then it goes to the UAT or verification from the customer side, and then the actual products gets released.
Okay. Awesome. So, I hope anybody followed it. Like, you guys are able to follow like what she told exactly, or you want me to just repeat it? Guys, please be more interactive so that I'll be understanding whether you will be able to follow or to just go with my own flow. Hello, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Did you get it? Like, what was the cycle of the software test life cycle?
Yes.
Yes, somebody. Yes, Suresh. Can you just repeat it? The same.
Yeah. So first of all, we have to require analyze the requirements, and then we have to plan the test plan, and then we do the
You're breaking
execution.
up. Okay.
Sorry, am I audible?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Continue. Yes, you're
Yeah.
audible.
Okay. So as I mentioned, like first we have to do the requirement analysis, and then do the test planning, and then we have to do the execution,
Okay.
and then we have to
Correct.
share the results, and then test closure is the final one. This is the life cycle for
Correct.
STLC.
Awesome. Yes. STLC or the bug life cycle.
Bug
Okay.
life.
So the bug life. Yes, exactly. So manual testing, we will be covering the some of the concepts, but yes, you must be knowing it for test automation. It is very mandatory to know about the software test life cycle. Okay, we are gathering the requirement, we are writing the test cases, and we are executing the I mean, after writing the test cases, we are performing the test execution. Post that, we are if there is any bugs, like after the test execution, there will be a test results, correct, right? We will be mentioning the results of whether it is a pass or fail. Okay, so what I was meaning to say is, automation testing. Okay, automation testing is a type of a software testing. It involves the automating the test cases. Okay, we are automating the test cases using an automation tool. Okay, we are automating all these test cases. Whatever we are doing in the manually, we are doing in the automation. So basically it automates the manual testing process. Okay, everybody clear? Okay, so the tester writes. So what we are doing here in the manual testing, we are writing the test cases, correct, right? But in the automation testing, we are writing the test scripts. Understanding? Okay, in the automation testing, we are writing the test scripts. In the manual, we are writing the test cases. So scripts are nothing but which we write in the automation. Okay, those are all the scripts, and these are all the test cases, and we are running the test scripts. Okay, we are running the test scripts like the periodically execution. So that is nothing but it will just reduce the time. So we are writing the code at once, and we are just running it, and we are not performing any manual without any of the manual effort. Okay, we are performing it the complete automation. Okay, so it will reduce the testing time, and it produces the faster product releases. So that is nothing but we are delivering the quality product in a very faster duration. Okay, understanding, we can deliver a quality product, that is nothing but release. Okay, the release is nothing but the software release. We can release the product in a faster process. Okay, in the faster uh, process. Okay, yes guys, anything, any doubt till here? I just want to be more interactive rather than just being in the one sided.
It's clear. It's clear.
It's clear.
Okay, awesome. So yes. So what kind of test cases do we automate? So I told you, right? We will be automating the test cases. So basically, any idea like what kind of test cases do we need to automate?
Functional UI
The
based.
regression
Yes,
test
you.
cases.
Okay, regression test cases. Okay, that is the type of the testing that we are performing. What type of test cases?
The stable
Functional test.
one, which do not changes.
Okay, so that is nothing but we can just say like there is some critical functionality that you have to test. Okay, so for example, I will just share you some of the just say like you have facebook.com. Okay, you have a facebook.com. Okay, so like here I am as I told yesterday for the valid username, and as I gave you some of the scenarios that has been tested. So every single time, rather than putting a manual effort and performing the maximum number of inputs, we can write it a single test scripts. Okay, and we can just execute it in the one shot. And if you have to perform some of the back navigation, or if you have to check from some of the multiple windows that has been, so and as yesterday somebody told, for the cross browser testing, correct, right? When we have to perform the different testing on the multiple browsers, so we have to test on the Chrome browsers, we have to test on the Edge or the Firefox. That is nothing but the cross browser testing, correct, right? So during that time we can use the, basically we are using the automation testing, that is nothing but to automate the critical functionalities of the application. Okay, hello everybody, am I audible?
Yes.
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 Okay. So that is nothing but we are in order to, yes, somebody wanted to tell something. Okay, cool. So in order to automate the critical functionalities, we are using the automation testing. Okay, and it reduces the cost. Okay, critical functionality, and it reduces the cost. It is the cost reducing uh, resource requirement. Correct, right? Like if I'm considering three persons to do the manual testing across that, rather than I can use the one resource only. That is nothing but one person only to do the automation testing. Understanding, for me the cost will be reduced. Correct, right? So it is reduces the cost
Yes.
and the resource requirement, so it is the cost effective. Okay, so like why this is because like the scripts can be created. Okay, once, like if we write the script once, we can execute multiple times as long there is no change in the application. So that is when we are doing the regression testing, right? When there is no change, I mean that is what we are doing the retesting. Like when we have to perform some of the retesting, if we have to test it again and again, I don't have to go it manually and test it, but we can directly run the scripts multiple times. Okay, and we can, as I told you, we can work with the larger set of the inputs. Like as I told, if we have some of the maximum more number of inputs, so during that time we go for the automation testing. Okay, so this is when we are automating. And when we are not automating, any idea when not to automate and when we
New
are going to?
functionality. Functionality keep on change. That time we cannot.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So when the application with the frequent changes, okay. So when there is lot of changes, like it keeps on changing. For example, you consider some of the e-commerce website, like the Flipkart. I say the Flipkart. Okay. So like every day the datas will be changing, right? The Flipkart, or just take some groceries application like the Big Basket or any of the grocery application where the cost keeps on changing. Cost is nothing but as per our thing, it is like a inputs or the data. Correct, right? The data keeps on frequently changing. Like today it will be like the 20 rupees tomato, and the other day it will be 40 rupees. The data are keeping on changing, right? And we cannot uh, change the, I mean we cannot change the test scripts, but we can handle, we will be learning about how we can handle such scenarios, like when the data is frequently changing. Okay, and when they insufficiently written the test scripts, like for example, like if you have some of the test scripts in the limited, if you have any a few test scripts only, just say if I'm writing some only 24 number of test scripts. Okay, so during that time it will lead to the false results, or it will just fail. We just cannot write some 24 and run the entire test cases. Correct, right? Entire project. So that is when we are going for the so that is when we are not automating the test cases. Understanding, guys? Hello?
Yes.
OTPs can't also be automated.
Sorry.
OTPs like authentication codes, one-time codes,
Yes,
that also
one
cannot
time
be automated.
correct, that also it cannot be automated, but we can send the OTP. But yes, exactly as I told, we just cannot take the we cannot because the numbers generated will be different. Correct, right? Or the inputs that has been received. We can send the OTP. What I can just trying to tell you is, just say you have a functionality. It's a very good question what you ask. Okay, so we just can like if you have some of the, if I'm just giving my input as my if I'm giving some input, I can just ensure that I'm receiving the OTP, but I cannot test it whether the OTP is right or wrong. Getting the point? So I can just perform some of the click operation and ensure that I'm receiving the OTP. Understanding? but we cannot get the data. Okay. Hello. Guys,
Yes, yes.
please kind of
Yes.
respond it. Okay. Okay. So now let us go with the test automation process, one of the important concepts. Uh, okay, 1 minute. Any doubts till here? What we automate and like what we are not automating in that? Any doubts till here?
No, it's clear.
I have a question here. Yesterday, actually, I understood what the test cases are. You are
Yes,
now today you are telling that in manual testing the test cases will be there, and in automation testing test scripts will be there.
correct,
Uh,
exactly.
so, what is a test script?
Okay, cool. It's a very good question, like what you asked. So, did you understand what is test cases exactly?
Yes, you were telling yesterday that everything. See, for example, if we open a page, if we enter an ID and password, and
Mhm.
while testing, a tester will be testing whether it will be like yesterday. You gave an example like valid. Both username and password are valid. It is a pass or invalid, valid like that. Like everything whatever we test, it is a test case.
Yes, like whatever we write the steps for the execution, understanding. Okay, it is
Okay.
a I'm just okay. What is test case? Let me give you a clear description about the test cases once again. So test cases is nothing but it is the step by step procedure for writing the test cases. Sorry, test step by step procedure for testing the software. Okay, so what we are
Okay.
doing is we are writing every steps in detail, understanding. We are writing how to go, where to navigate. You have to click on that particular page and you have to enter there. So I'm giving test cases is nothing but step by step. Manually I'm writing what I'm writing with a plain English word. I'm writing there, go to the website or launch the website. Okay, launch the website. After launching the website, click on the URL. Okay, or click on the okay, anything. I'm just giving you some random example. Click on the URL and navigate to that page. Okay, I'm giving it as
Oh,
navigate to that page. Okay, after navigating, take a screenshot of that page. Okay, I'm giving the manual, like manually I'm writing all these are test cases. That is nothing but step by step procedure for testing the software. So if I have to test any functionality, I have to write manually, because anybody can just miss any functionality, right? Like if I just give you some any application, and if I ask you to, okay, let me give you very much I'm just going to one of the website. Okay, just consider this website. Okay, just imagine. Okay, so you have an website. Okay, so if I have to test it in a manually, what I have to do, I have to write some of the test cases. The user will not be knowing, correct, right? The user or the tester will not be knowing. Okay, if I give you my test case, I mean, if I give you the product and if I ask you to test, you will not be knowing what to automate. I mean, sorry, what to test, correct, right? So I'll be giving you the test cases for you. So saying that, click on launch the website and then go to the home page. I mean, this is the main navigation bar, and in the main navigation bar, click on the browser and check all the in the browser whether all the categories are present, and I'm giving in detail, and verify whether the user is able to see the popular category, verify the ABC category, free form category. So I'm writing it in a plain English, understanding. Hello?
Yes, got it.
Okay, understanding. I'm writing it in the plain English. I'm writing in the every steps I'm giving in the I'm writing with the steps. Verify the functionality of an application. As I told you, software testing is nothing but verifying the functionality, verify the browser functionality, and I'm telling you to test each and everything thoroughly. That is nothing but these are all the test cases. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So test scripts is nothing but we are writing a line by line descriptions of all the actions that are necessary to perform. Okay, so that is nothing but the coding. We are writing with the coding. So let me just show you one of the code in the Eclipse. Okay, it's a very good question, Preeti. I just forgot your name. Don't mind if I'm just calling out the wrong names. Okay. So yes, I'll just show you one of the test scripts. So you will be understanding what is test scripts in practical. Okay. Okay. So is my screen visible for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So just consider like this is the okay. Uh, Okay, no worries. Just consider this is your test scripts. Okay, test scripts. These are all the test cases. As I told you, the step by step in a theoretical. What I'm telling here, go to the website. In the manually, I'm telling go to the website. But in the automation, what I'm doing here, by using my own command, not own command, the Selenium WebDriver command, I'm just writing it as the driver.get URL. Okay, I'm getting the URL of this particular website. After getting the URL, I'm checking the title of the page. Okay, how am I checking the title of the page? I'm taking one of the string class and creating the object and calling out the driver object, and we're getting the get title by using the get title method or the get title command. I'm just verifying whether this particular title is available, and then in the output statement I'm just passing it like if it is true, we are passing it as it should be printed as test is passed, else it is to be printed as the test is failed. So this is one of the test scripts. This is how the test scripts looks like. It is the line by line code execution, and this is the test cases is nothing but the step by step process of testing the software. Understanding? Any doubt till
Yeah.
you?
So in your sessions, you'll be teaching us how to write the test scripts as well.
Yes, this is what the automation is all about. We are just focusing more on the automation. We are focusing on the test scripts.
Okay.
Okay. So as I told you, manual process. This course is complete end-to-end guide about the manual testing. Sorry, end-to-end guide about the automation testing. So we will be covering more about the automation. Okay, scripting the. Okay, clear about it. Any doubt till you?
No, good.
Okay. So yes. So this is what about the test cases and the test scripts. Okay. Yes. So now let us go with understand the architecture of the Selenium. Okay. Selenium WebDriver architecture. So guys, you understood what is automation and what is automation testing. Hello guys.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Can anybody tell the advantages and disadvantages of the automation testing quickly?
In manual testing, we need to write all the steps, each and every step manually, which will take time. Whereas in
Okay.
automation testing, we will be writing a test script which will automatically give the test results.
Correct. Awesome. Okay.
So, I don't know what the disadvantages. I don't know. Might be is writing a test script difficult? I don't know. I'm not sure about it.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, so before that, let us understand like what is the advantages and the disadvantages of the like why we have to go for the automation. Okay, why we are going for the automation? It will help the developer and the testers. Okay, we can run the test cases automatically whenever the source code is whenever the we are changing any of the source code is nothing but the application code that will be there in the HTML structure. Okay, okay, so whenever there will be some of the code changes in that is in the software, before it is sending to the automation, we are just doing the we are running the automation test scripts. Okay, clear about it?
Can
I'm
you
so
repeat it
sorry.
once, please?
Yes, okay. So just assume like there is some code change, source code change. So this is this consider like this is one of the website or the application. Consider this is an application. Okay, okay. Let me move to this web application. So what am I doing here is, so the developer will change some of the code. Okay, let me just okay, just okay, console. Okay, yes. Yeah. Okay. So the developer, just assume like the developer has made some of the code changes. Okay, there is some code changes, but if they make any of the code changes, there is high risk in the automation script. So we will be performing the automation for the same set of code, and we will be not able to get the output for the same application. Correct, right? When there is some same code that is if there is some different code that has been written, I mean there is some changes in the code, and if you are trying to execute the automation test scripts, we won't get the output because we will be written the test cases test scripts for the website that is available, because every time the new feature gets on adding and the new source code will be generating, and there will be different dynamically changing elements will be present. Okay, during that time we will be finding it very hard to write the automation or to run the automation scripts. Okay, clear about it? Hello guys. Hello.
It's touched away, clear.
Okay, okay. So, yes, let us understand about the Selenium WebDriver architecture. As I told you, what is Selenium? Anybody know about what is Selenium?
It is an open source tool for automation.
Correct. Anybody else? It's a open source tool for the automation. What is the current version of the Selenium?
4.
Any idea? I think
Selenium.
I told yesterday.
2.3?
Selenium. Sorry.
Is it 2.3 Selenium?
No, it is 4.8 version, 4.21 version. Okay.
Okay.
So the current version of the Selenium is 4.21 version, open source tool for. So this is the latest version of the Selenium. Okay. Yes. So anybody else like what is Selenium WebDriver? Have you heard about the Selenium? Hello guys.
Yes, we have heard about it.
Okay, so no worries. Let me just explain about it. So the Selenium WebDriver is nothing but like let us understand the architecture so that you will be understanding what exactly the Selenium WebDriver is all about. Okay, so the Selenium WebDriver is nothing but we are using it. It's an open source. It's an open source tool for automating the web application. Okay, it's an open source tool for. Okay. Automating the web applications. So by using the Selenium WebDriver, yes, by using the Selenium WebDriver, we can automate the UI automation. Okay, that is nothing but the web UI automation. So that is any of the functionality, like for the example, radio box or the checkbox or the buttons. You can automate the all the functional elements or all the functionalities. Okay, or the web elements in the applications. So any element. So for example, if I have to automate any of the buttons or if I have to automate any of the functionalities, I have to open the browser. Okay, so if I have to close the browser, so everything it can be controlled by the Selenium. So we can automate it everything like the entire web browser application. Okay, so the automation code it will be written in the Python. Okay, so the diagram goes like this. Okay, so the automation code it will be written in the Python. Actually, yes. Okay, it can be written in the Java or it can be written in the Python. So currently, like we are learning about this course is all about the Java. Okay, so Java, Python, or in the Ruby or the C sharp. Okay. Okay, so automation code is written in the Java, Python, Ruby, or in the C sharp, etc. Okay, so what happens here is, yeah, and it can be automated on the different browsers. Okay, it can be automated on the. Can I tell about? Can somebody name some of the different browsers?
Chrome,
Multiple browsers.
Firefox.
Correct. So by using the Firefox driver, so Firefox driver is available. Okay, and the Chrome driver. Okay, Chrome driver, Safari, and the Opera or the Edge also, Microsoft Edge also. Okay, Opera driver, etc. Okay, it can. These are all the browser driver. Okay, this is yes.
IE drivers also will be there, right?
Sorry.
11 version. IE drivers, Internet Explorer drivers.
Yes, yes, that is what I told about the Edge browser, Internet Explorer. Okay,
Um,
awesome.
so, there is a Citrix also will be there in our project. I mean,
Sorry,
IE8 and IE9. So it will be supporting of that.
uh, I didn't get you. Could you repeat it?
I mean, through Citrix also we are running the manual test cases. So, is this Selenium can support for Citrix browsers as well?
No, it will not support the Citrix browsers. Okay,
Okay.
so it will,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so like as I told you, these are all the browser drivers. Okay, Okay, so this is the Selenium. Oh, I'm just not sure. I just okay. So these are all the Selenium client. Okay, and this is the browser drivers. Okay, browser drivers, and there will be browsers. Okay, browsers and different, and the browser drivers are different. Okay, browsers are nothing but the Firefox, the same thing, Firefox, the Chrome browser, and the Safari or the Opera. Okay, all these are the browsers. Okay, and these are all the browser drivers. Okay, this is the architecture of the Selenium. Okay, this is the browser. Okay, so yes. So what happens here is the Selenium client. Okay, this client is there, right? The Selenium client, the developers of the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, they have made it a possible. There are different programming languages. Okay, as I told you, like the Selenium is an different. I mean, it's a open source software, and we can write it in the multiple programming languages. Like as I told you, Java, Python, or in the different programming languages, it can be uh, written. The Selenium will the Selenium WebDriver architecture will allow us to write the Selenium automation in the different choice. We can write it in the different choice of our own. Okay, so what happens here is the browser drivers will be there. Okay, for each of the browser, like the supported drivers, we have a separate browser drivers. Okay, so these drivers will be having some of the commands. So there will be some of the inbuilt commands available in the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so if I'm just using some of the I'll just show you. If I'm just using some of the driver dot get, see, can you see some of the inbuilt commands here? Hello guys, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, clear now.
Okay, understanding. See, there will be some of the commands available in the Selenium web. Okay, this is the Selenium WebDriver in the. Can somebody go on mute? I can just hear some background noise. Hello. I just, I think so. Okay, I'm just muting them. Okay, so the Selenium WebDriver, as I told you, the for the browser drivers, there will be multiple web commands. That is nothing but there will be multiple commands. So all these are the command inbuilt commands available in the Selenium WebDriver. So I have made all the Selenium WebDriver. In the next session, I will be in the upcoming session, I will be explaining you how to set up the Eclipse and how you can install that by step practically. I will be explaining you everything about it. Okay, how we can include the Selenium, how we can make the Selenium setup, and how you can add the POM XML file, and how you can create some of the Maven dependency, how you can add all these jar files, where it will be located, how we can make this entire setup. I will be explaining you in the upcoming session. Okay, I'm just showing you the example of this will be the Selenium WebDriver, and you will be getting the commands that is present in the you can use the commands that is present in the web drivers. So in this is the Selenium WebDriver that we are using. So the commands will be present in the browser drivers. Understanding, guys? Any doubts till here? So hello guys, please be interactive.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Yes, kindly responded. Okay. Yes. So the browser drivers, it will allow you to communicate between the Selenium script and the different browsers. So what I'm doing here is, so I'm interacting with the Selenium WebDriver, and along with that I'm interacting with the Chrome driver. As I told you, in the architecture there is a Chrome driver, correct, right? In the Chrome there are multiple drivers that are present. So I'm currently I'm using the Chrome driver, that is nothing but the Chrome browser. For the Chrome browser it is Chrome driver, and for the Safari browser it will be, if I have to interact with the Safari browser, I have to go with the Safari driver. Understanding, if I have to interact with the what is that, Opera browser, I have to use the Opera driver. Okay, we can so what I'm trying to explain here is, we can communicate by using the Selenium WebDriver. We can communicate with the multiple browsers, okay, by using the Selenium script. Okay, by using the test scripts, I can communicate with the multiple browsers, and with the, including the Selenium, I mean the browser drivers. Understanding, with these drivers, I can interact with the multiple browsers. Okay, with the Java program. I mean with the any of the programming languages. Clear about the Selenium architecture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any doubt till you? Okay, so what the browser will do, if I write any command, okay, if I write any command here, what the browser will do? So the browser will receive the command. Okay, if I'm writing, so I'm writing the command as I'm telling the driver, that is nothing but the, I'm telling the web driver to get the URL. That is nothing but to get the website, or to launch the website, I'm telling this. So what it will do, the browser will receive the command. Browser is nothing but, which browser am I communicating with?
Chrome.
Yes, Chrome. So the what the browser will do, I mean the web driver will do, it will send the message to the Chrome browser. Okay, and the Chrome browser will receive the command from the web driver. Okay, and it will call the respective method to perform the desired automation task. Okay, clear till here the architecture of the Selenium. So this is the
Yes.
architecture of the Selenium. Okay, so there will be some of the protocols, as I told. Okay, there, so it is something hyper. I am just, yeah. It is something like the HTTP, yeah, HTTP protocols. And as I told you, it will be interacting with the browser. Web browsers will be interacting with the browsers. Okay, browser drivers will be interacting with the browser, and browser will be interacting with the browser driver. So this is how it works. So this is the architecture of the Selenium. Okay, this is the architecture of the Selenium. Any doubt till you? Hello?
No, all
What
good.
is that protocol? I didn't get that.
So the protocol is nothing but the set of rules. Okay, so it is just interacting with the one minute. Yes, it is just interacting with the it is sending the message to the browser command. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the protocol. It is nothing but the set of rules that is present in the computer. So for example, we are sending some of the protocols. It is nothing but internet protocols. If there is some HTTP request, I think you guys will be knowing more about the like just if I have to explain the in the simple terms, okay, let me just give you in a very realistic way about what is HTTP protocol. So, for example, if I have to start my computer, okay. So if I have to turn on my computer, I'll switch on the turn on computer. Correct, right? So
Correct.
Okay, there will be some, okay, if I have to turn off the computer, okay, so if I click some shutdown, there is some protocol, that is protocol or the message that is telling the code to shut down the computer, correct, right? Some actions is performing
Okay.
behind, correct.
Okay.
Okay, some source code or some interactions that is being present, so that is what we are sending the request to that particular browser driver. We are sending the http request, that is nothing but hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, the some like this is the protocols that is being used, and it is sending the message to the web browser. We just need, for everything we need a protocol, right, for the communication medium. So if I have to turn on the computer or turn off the computer, if I have to restart, there will be something or request that is being sent to the server, and yeah, the server will take the it will accept the request, and it will send the response to the request. Understanding? Okay. So there
Okay.
are multiple protocols that will be available. It is more about the networking, like the TCP protocols and HTTP protocols. Okay, and there will be www World Wide Web will be there. You guys know, right? There will be www.google.com. So there are many of the protocols that is available. Okay, so here it is like the HTTP protocol. Okay, any doubt till you?
Yeah.
Any doubt? Understood?
All good.
Okay. So, can we quickly recall the what all we have discussed in the session? What is automation testing? What is automation? What is automation testing? And what is Selenium? And which version of the Selenium that we are using? And what is the Selenium? I mean the architecture of the Selenium. Clear till here? Architecture of the Selenium, and what to automate and what not to automate. What is the test cases, and what is test scripts. Okay, and when we should automate, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the manual testing and the automation testing, why we are going to the automation testing. Clear till here, guys? Please kindly respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, understood.
Okay, so in the upcoming session, we will be discussing about the components of the Selenium. Okay, what are all the components? Why we are using the Selenium? Why we are using the Selenium web driver? Why not we are using the? Somebody asked about the plug and play and record. Correct? Hello. Yesterday, somebody asked about the play and record. Correct, right? Hello,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Okay, so in the next session, we will be learning what is Selenium WebDriver, and what is Selenium. Why we are, what are all the components that are. It is Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is one of the component of the Selenium. Okay, so there are four components in the Selenium. Okay, so why we are going to the Selenium WebDriver, and what is the most advantages of the Selenium WebDriver, we will be understanding in the upcoming session. So guys, in the beginning of the demo sessions, it will be more, not just the demo session. In the beginning, in the initial stage of the session, you will be understanding some of the basics, then only we will be going with the WebDriver commands. Okay, then only we will be going more with the understanding about the concepts of the Selenium in depth. Okay, and also I would just like to brief about this. I'm just showing you. Yes.
So why is Selenium only so important? Like, In an automation testing, there will be several tools, right? Why is generally Selenium so important?
Yes, because the Selenium is the open source tool and we are not paying it like it is available for the free of cost.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so it
also,
is
this will be used on several browsers and
yes,
can be
like
written
it
in
will
several programming languages.
correct exactly. Like we are using like it will support the multiple browsers and we can perform the various operations and it is very easy for the implementation. Okay, and also we can reuse the code as many types of possible and it is very much flexible. Okay, and one more thing, most important thing, we can like the Selenium will allow you to for the, Selenium is not or the framework, we can integrate the framework with the Selenium WebDriver that will allow you to run the test cases parallelly. So I have one test case here and I have one more test case here. We can perform parallel execution. Okay, and it is faster also.
Okay.
Okay, clear? Any doubt till you? In the upcoming
No.
session, okay, so clear. In the upcoming session, we will be understanding. Yes, I was just showing you commands. Okay, so there are multiple. Yes. Okay, so there are multiple commands that are present in the Selenium. Okay, Selenium command. So for the URL, what is the command like driver.get URL? For the title, get title. When we are using all these things, title dot length. Okay, and driver dot to get the current URL. Current is nothing but whichever the URL that we have opened. Okay, so how to what is the current I mean the command for the current URL to get the current URL. Okay, or the current browser. Okay, website that we have been launched. Okay, and the page source, we will be learning more about the how we can close the window and the difference between the quit and the close. Okay, driver dot close and driver dot quit, and how we can maximize the window. Okay, maximize the window by using the Selenium. Okay, back navigate, front navigate, driver dot navigate back, navigate forward, and to refresh the page. Okay, and to find the XPath. Okay, to write the code, we have to learn you will be learning more about how to write the XPath. Okay, and the command. Okay, there is the clear command, like if you have written any inputs. Okay, for example, if I have written any input that has been given, if I have to clear it, so manually I'm clearing it, but by automation how we will be clearing it, so you will be learning in the upcoming session. Okay, so there is a link text. Okay, sorry, not the link test, how to perform the click operation. Okay, and how to check whether it is displayed. Okay, it is check mark enabled is nothing but you will be seeing a lot of applications that is radio buttons, right? So that will be for example, if you have any of the government application, you will be having a gender option, correct, right? So there you will be seeing the radio buttons that is been enabled and disabled. Okay, male and female radio buttons, how we can interact with those kind of elements. Okay, and how we can check the radio box is selected. Okay, it is selected or is displayed, how we can do, and the submit is nothing but submit button. So all these are some of the commands of the Selenium. Okay, Selenium WebDriver commands. Okay, in
Do
that
What
you
is the page source mean? Get page source or get page dot length. The page length that is mean.
yes, could you repeat it? Get
Driver dot get page source. The brackets and the
okay.
length dot length.
Okay, so for example, if you have to find the source of that, wait, let me show you the page here. You will be getting to know about it. So, yes, yeah, if I have a get title, okay. For example, if I have to verify the title of the page, okay, title is nothing but, so this is the title of the page. So this is the Facebook website, and we have a title of the page. Okay, if I have to verify whether this title, so what I have to do here is I have to get the page source. So I have to get the from the HTML structure, you we have to get the page source. So here you have, will be having the view page source. Okay, from the page. So this is the page source. How you have to get the page source? If I have to get the title, I'll be searching it as the title. Okay, excuse me. So from the page source, I have to get the title. Understanding? So this is nothing but the get page source.
Okay, so we
You
need to take the page title equals to page, or
Yes, in order to get the title of the page, we have to go to the page source and then we have to get the title. Okay, how do we navigate to the page source? By right clicking here, and you will be having the view page source. This is the page source. Okay, so from here I'm getting the title of the page. Okay, so this is the page title. Okay,
yeah, got it.
understanding? Okay, so this is the page title, and to close the window. So this is the close the window. To close the current window, driver.close and driver.quit. I told you, right? Quit is nothing but it will close the entire browser, like the entire things will be closed. Driver.close is nothing but it will just close this window,
Right.
current window. Okay, driver.quit will quit the entire browser. It will just close the entire window. Understanding? So similarly like that, for every command, you will be so I just gave you an overview of what are all the commands that are been present in the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so in the upcoming session you will be learning about each and every command, how we can perform it line by line. You will be learning and understanding, and you will be executing it. Okay.
So we are going to learn first Java or Selenium with parallelly.
Yes.
We were both
Yes,
together, or
very, yeah, very good question. So, in order to go, this is the basics. Since like yesterday, I heard from the inputs like some of the introduction about the automation is required. So, yes, I've given the brief introduction about the automation. So, before moving into the automation or the WebDriver, I mean the Selenium WebDriver, we will be understanding the basics of Java. So, you should be knowing how, what is class, what is object, correct, right? Some of the basics of Java and the oops concept. Okay, this is the instance variable. What is this? WebDriver. You just cannot just by heart this script, correct, right? Without understanding the Java. This has been written in the Java. What is this import? What is package? So all this basics, some of the basics I will be covering in the upcoming session. So in the next session we will be starting with the basics of Java, and then parallelly we will be executing some of the few Java codes, and then parallelly then we will be moving into the Selenium. Okay, the flow just goes like this, not just directly running the test script. We will be understanding about the Java, and then so if you have for the any of the interview, considering the interview purpose, what all the jobs that they will be asking in the interview, what is the main programs for you if you are a fresher and from the non-IT background. If you have into the automation testing, you must be knowing the end to end of the Java, correct, right? At least some of the basics. So we will be focusing more on what programs that will be mostly asked in the interviews. Okay, what are all the concepts that you must be knowing in the Java? Okay, oops concepts. Okay, object. What is object? What is class? What is inheritance? What is polymorphism? Okay, All these things you will be understanding, and in the then you will we will be moving it to the Selenium, and in the initial days we will be executing some of the small test scripts in the first 15 days, and we will be executing the live project. Okay, understanding, guys? Any doubt till now? Any questions?
Hi, Rachna. A quick question from me, maybe the stupid one, but just I need to ask.
No
So, as you
worries.
mentioned, like for example, we will be clearing concepts about the polymorphism, right? And also,
Correct.
we will be doing some practice on it, right? Because in interview,
Correct.
nobody asks like what is
Very
polymer,
true.
like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
they will not ask you what is polymorphism. It is not a single line definition. They will ask you to write a code, like create a for the polymorphism. Give an example how you are applying the polymorphism in the Selenium. How you are applying the OOPS concept in the Selenium. Okay, and give an write an example code for the polymorphism, or write and create a class, and or like the swap the variables. Okay, this, if you can say, reverse the string. They will ask you to write the code, open your online compiler, Java online compiler, and they will ask you to write a Java code for the reversing the string and reading the character. Correct, Preeti? This is what your question is, right?
Yes, and this is what I expect. Yeah. Thank you so much for
Yes.
explaining.
Yes, so we will be covering that Java also in this course.
Hi,
Okay.
Rachna.
Yes, hi. Yes.
I'm Anirudh here. Just a quick question. Firstly, I come from a testing background too, both manual and
Okay.
automation. So I'm not
Okay.
sure whether I've missed it or not, but my question is that whether do you provide assignments for the daily sessions after your
Yes,
session?
every day, a very good question. Okay, every day I will be providing the assignment, and where you guys have to be work on, and try maximum number of code. You guys have to be coming up with the question, and also as mentioned, it will be a 2 hours of session, and we will be having enough time for the coverage, and been, and also I will be taking some of the weekend sessions also. Okay, depending on the, if there is any compensations, or some of the topics to be covered, and if I it is very much required for the assessment, also as assignments and the assessments we will be given. Okay, any other questions, guys, about this course, or course duration, or what we are, yeah, any I think by this time you guys know like what you will be learning, and what is testing, and why we are going to Selenium. Okay, and how we will be covering the most important interview questions will be covered here. Okay, on the
Rachna, I
interview.
have one question.
Okay,
So is there any auto Cine can capture in Selenium?
sorry.
Auto Selenium, auto Cine. I mean, there is a image is rendering. There is a 50 images at included one image. So when we click double click, it will start for rendering. Okay. So it will.
Okay.
I need to be captured from start to end images. Is there any way to capture in that Selenium side?
Yes, you can. There is a take screenshot method. You can take the screenshot of that particular page. Okay.
So you are introducing this one as well.
Yes, yes. All these things will be covered in the Selenium syllabus only. Take screenshot is there. I showed you only the uh, what is that WebDriver commands I told you, but there will be a screenshots also will be included. We will be learning about that also. Okay.
Okay.
And how we can
So but
attach the screenshot in the report. Okay. Yes.
okay. Okay,
Okay.
then okay, fine. Yeah.
Yes.
So how much
Any
duration it is was
it is 75 hours. Okay. 60 plus
so
hours
only
is mentioned.
75.
Yes.
It
It will be
means
covering all the major concepts of the Selenium, and during the I mean after the end of the course you will be able to automate, and automate any of the website. You will be having a strong understanding about what is Selenium, and you will be given with some of the interview all the interview coverage. What is Java, like what are all the Java concepts that you have to focus, and what are all the programs that you have to refer, and those will be mainly asked in your interview.
I
Okay. And
okay.
also
I see
you'll
some
be,
of
yes.
Yeah, I see some of tutorial like Selenium architecture in the sense like it will be introducing for Selenium RC, Selenium IDE, Selenium these thing frameworks and all. But it is different
Okay,
for
that is the,
you. What you're
yes.
saying it is yeah, what you're saying like web drivers and all. So I don't think so. It will be in a architecture in that, right?
It's a very good question. You are just being the confusion. Okay, so the Selenium architecture is what I explained. The Selenium RC, Selenium IDE, Selenium WebDriver, and the grid, which you told us, are all the Selenium components. These are all the components of the Selenium. So that is what I mentioned. Like I will be explaining you about the component, like what are all the components of the Selenium. Okay, and why we are going the Selenium WebDriver and why not the Selenium RC, IDE, and the grid.
Okay,
Okay.
and one more question like there is a cucumber method. What is that in the sense? I mean, it is in a
Okay.
framework also.
Yes, Cucumber is a framework. It is written in the plain English text. Okay, it's written in the
Okay,
Gherkin format.
okay, is that included as part of our course?
Yes, it is included in the part of the course. Like it's
So how
a
many
behavior.
frameworks you are introducing our course?
It is the two types of framework, that is the TestNG framework and the Cucumber framework. And also, I will be giving you all the brief ideas about the data driven and the hybrid frameworks as well.
Yeah, okay. So are you integrating any other tools? I mean, CI/CD or like introducing to the automate like to Jmeter or integrations any other tools from Selenium
No,
to
we
other
are
tools?
no, we are not covering in this session, but it will be based on the requirement. It will be an another coverage because it is the short duration of the, not short duration. I mean, as per the course given,
Okay.
it will be covered of the basics and
At least we,
CIC.
yeah,
Yes.
at least you should provide the documentations, right? Like introducing just integration with the other tools. I mean, third-party tools. So if you can provide that
Yes, yes,
list documents, so
yes. That
we can
can
be
be,
able to.
yeah,
Yeah,
that can be provided. And also based upon the see here, as per, I think you're from the testing background.
yeah.
You're done with your automation or you're into manual?
No, no, no. I was in a manual actually, but I
Okay, so
am trying to be build for my career on the Selenium with Java. So, and at the same time, I have a requirement like to architecture. I mean, to automate something into the CI/CD and to Jmeter. So I have a 50 URLs. Okay, I don't want to
mhm,
be change every time for the host, right? So I need to be build the Selenium web drivers through start for the 50 URLs it will take, and parallelly 50 instances will launch, and it will
mhm,
continuously it will perform the actions, right? So
mhm,
but I don't want, I through Jmeter I can able to trigger it that test.
mhm, mhm.
Okay, so we need
Okay.
to use
Mhm.
some integration, right? So I
Correct.
architecture level they introduce me like this is the way we need to be built, so based upon that you should be prepared like that and interact with me. So that's why I'm
Mhm.
trying to be build my career on that way. So is the path is correct for which I am currently learning, or is there any other way I'm going? That's what I need to be clarify on that. So will you introduce for this integration as well? That's what I'm asking you.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a very good question, but in this course duration, we will be having, as told, it is for the 45 duration of the course, and we have to cover the Java and like the Selenium, like the WebDriver and the TestNG framework we have to cover. And based upon the people interest or the time, because you are just trying to automate it, and there are people from the non-IT background, correct, right? And
Right, right.
if I just jump in
No, no,
for
no. I'm
them.
not asking to start from here. Like when it is an end of the session, at least we should be provide the documentations. At least
Yes, yes,
some
yes.
demo at 5 to 10 minutes of the closing the class. So that would be fine.
Yes.
I mean, last at the end of the class, you can say there is these are the third-party tools we can able to integrate. Some of the one
Mhm.
URL you can take it and you can integrate the from Jmeter and you can show the triggering the test from there, and the instances will be launching like this and you use this as a command. So that is a way can helpful for the people. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that is helpful. Yes, let me clear you the point. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that is a very good point to be added. Okay, it's a very nice question. It's a nice suggestion. So that can be included, based upon the like we will be integrating the Cucumber framework as well. As I told you, the
Okay.
TestNG and the Cucumber framework as well. And I will be giving you the ideas or the documentation will be provided from the institute regarding the CI/CD pipeline, like which you
And
asked. Yes.
configuration level I'm saying, so through Selenium we are not going to be start the test, right? Through test ng means we need to be copy for multiple LGs and we can start from one controller. Is that any commands you will introduce, like
Could
I
you
mean,
just repeat it?
I want to be start for my test in 7 regions. I mean, Asia and USA and India, right? So if I
Mm-hmm.
going to start for my test in 3 LGs, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
3 LGs I need to be copy for. I don't want to be installed for all the configurations. I mean, this Eclipse and to start the from I need to launch that LG and start. That is not the correct, right? So from one machine to you need to map these 3 regions and start the test. It will going to launch browsers on 3 regions and it will be perform the actions. Is that any way to
Mm-hmm.
you? Any way you are introducing this to as well? I mean.
So basically, you have to configure the browsers. You mean to say?
No, no, no. In our script, we will prepare one region, right? When one region
Yes.
in Eclipse we will launch, and we will be preparing our scripts. Okay.
Okay.
Something when launch the one browser, and it will perform some actions on that. I mean, login or something. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I do when I'm start my test, I need to launch for 3 regions. I mean, connecting with 3 LGs, and that LGs will trying to launch these when we are clicking in one from Selenium, when we are clicking on one mission, so it will going to trigger for all the regions, or how is it like? I mean,
Okay,
we
you are
need to
asking
directly
about
launch.
the Yes, you
That
are asking
configuration is
about
there
the
in here
parallel
or not?
execution. Yes, you are
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
about the parallel. Yes, this can be done with the framework. We can include the hybrid framework. Okay, by the multiple, we
Okay.
have to integrate the multiple. I mean the frameworks, and we can perform the parallel execution. So that is what you mean to ask, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, we can
So,
perform the
so yeah,
parallel execution by that, and also you can generate the report in the XML.
yeah. The same way.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be convey that. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So that's it from my side. Please, others will go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Anybody else have any questions about the course or the topics being discussed today?
See, actually, as I told you, I'm a beginner. I don't have any previous experience or knowledge in this. So I just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
know, once we complete the course, can we attend some interviews or something, or do we need to proceed with some other courses, or what is the next? What would be the next step?
Yes, it's a very good question. So, from this course, okay, from this course, you can apply for the jobs for the functionality. I mean, for the Selenium web automation, there is in the market there is lot of requirement for the automation, web automation. Okay, so
Okay.
you can. That is what I told you. Like during the end of the course, I will be not just during the end, during the excuse me Yeah,
Yeah.
during the course itself, I will be giving you the some of the I will be highlighting the interview point of view questions. Okay, what
Okay.
you have, how you can crack the interview, and what will be asked for the 2 years of experience, or for the fresher level, what will be asked, and for the experience level, what type of questions will be asked. Okay, so those kind of things are the materials also will be provided. Okay.
Okay. So by the end of the course, might be we'll be able to write the codes and all. We'll be ready for it.
Yes, you will be ready for it. You will be able to write the Java codes. Okay, you will be able to perform the multiple, by understanding more about the OOPS concept. Okay, OOPS concept is nothing but it's one of the object-oriented programming language. With that, how you can use that concept, that is Java concept, in the Selenium. You will be understanding about that thing as well.
Okay, for
Okay.
downloading, I mean, for what is the practical knowledge, you will be helping us how to download the required things and how to work on it.
Yes, yes. In the upcoming session, after explaining about the Selenium components and some of the basics about, yes, the basics, I mean, the in depth about the advantages, disadvantages, all these things are done. But in the upcoming session, I will be explaining you how you can install and make all the setup for the Selenium, how you can make the, how you can download the Eclipse. Okay, all these things will be explained in the covered in the course.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So how you can set up the Java, how you can set up the Eclipse, okay, how you can download the Selenium WebDriver, configure the Selenium WebDriver. So what I showed you in my screen is I have configured my Selenium WebDriver with the Eclipse. Okay, how you can run the test scripts. I've written the test scripts, but we will be explaining about how you can run the test scripts on the different browsers as well. Okay, and the
I also
commands.
have a sorry.
Yes.
I also have an doubt. That is, do we have to learn Python and SQL and everything?
No, not required. So you
Not
have to,
required.
no, you have to learn the, like if you are doing a Selenium with Python, you can go with the Python. And since this course is about the Selenium with Java, and you can you have to be having a good knowledge of Java, code Java.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Anything else, guys, about the course?
Yeah,
You
I
guys
have a
are clear
question about
about,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Regarding the question you just said, the interview question, interview they will not going to give us like Eclipse. So we need to write the notepad or how it will be executed then.
Okay, a very good question. So, you can, so how you will be able to, how you have to write it is, you have to write in the Java Online Compiler. If you Google it, you will be getting the Java Online Compiler. Okay.
So
So,
we can execute over there. For example, we need to create the package and the class, then objects. So we can write it down.
okay, let me just share you my screen. You will be just get to know about it. Okay, so this is the like if you just browse Java Online Compiler. So the first URL you will get it. This is the online compiler. Okay, you don't have to create the package. So packages is nothing but it will store the classes. Okay, so here for the Eclipse you have to create a package, and yes, this in the Eclipse you have to create a package to store the classes. But for the Java, for the online compiler, you don't have to create the package. There will be a class, default inbuilt class, and you can just start executing the code inside here. In the interview, they will just ask you to share your screen, and they will ask you to write the code in the online compiler, and you have to run it, execute it.
Okay, code mean we have to write like we create the objects, or maybe they were according to them, right? The question what they will ask to do the code.
Yes, whatever. If they ask you to write a program to reverse the string, you have to write a program for that in the Java. Or if you have asked to count the characters in the string, they will just ask you to write the name or write your name in the notepad, and you have to count the print the output as there is a you have to count the character in this string. That is nothing but how you can count the character. So for that you have to create a
Okay,
string
so
class. Okay.
okay.
Yes, you have to
Use a for
initialize
loop for
the for loop.
that? Okay. Yeah, I
Yes,
got it.
by the for loop, and if you have to use the char at method, and you can execute. So you have to write a code for that to count the character in a string. Okay, guys. So everything will be provided in the
Yeah,
course.
got it.
Uh,
Mhm. Yeah. Thanks.
okay. Anything else? Like you got a idea about what this course is about? What we will be learning, and what is the motto of this? You guys are clear about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, yes,
Yes.
but can you share what we will be learning in the course? Like yesterday, you showed that, but can you share that file separately, that what we will be learning in the course?
Sure. So, guys, I just yesterday in the chat, you guys had shared your WhatsApp number, right? So, I just missed out to take that data from the this go to chat. Okay. So, can you all drop in your WhatsApp number in the group so that I will be sharing you that document, what are the entire syllabus?
Okay.
Uh, you guys have received that URL, right, from the from Kumar sir? Hello.
Yeah, the course URL, right?
Yes, you have received the course URL, or you
Yes,
want me
yes.
to share it again?
We got it. I guess everyone has got it.
Okay, let me just share it once again. Yes, I have shared that once again in the group. Can you guys check that? Okay, I'll just open this 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Yes. Like, can you, is my screen visible for you guys?
Yes.
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, it's
As I
visible.
mentioned about what you will be learning in the end of the course. Okay. That is nothing but, excuse me, automation testing techniques. Okay. And the solid understanding of the core Java, and the TestNG framework, Cucumber framework, as I told, and also the knowledge of the automation testing project, and the projects, live projects will be given for you guys. Given in the sense you will be executing the live project. Okay. Yes, this is the course syllabus. It has been included in this website. You can go through. That is what the same document which I shared yesterday. Okay, the core Java and the setup of the Selenium WebDriver. Core Java means not just only these concepts. Along with that, some of the programs also will be included. It will be more about practicals programming. Okay, and you'll be learning about, as I told you, set up the WebDriver, how you can configure all the Selenium WebDriver commands, the locators and the XPath. Okay, and the advanced Java post that. Okay, and the switches and alerts windows, the pop-ups. Okay, how you can handle that, and the action class. Okay, the TestNG framework, as I told you. Okay, and these are all some of the concepts that you will be included in this course. Okay. and the cucumber also will be learning. And as requested by Venkatesh, if we will be covering up with the CI/CD also as well, the integration of the CI/CD pipelines with the Selenium. Okay, guys, any doubt? Clear till now?
Yeah.
No,
O-
good.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we are just good to wind up the session. If any questions or queries, you can kindly drop a message in. We will reply it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, you have some.
Thank you.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Oh no. Oh, thank you,
Uh,
ma'am.
okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay.